So what were you saying you lost a pile of money on?
I had a second night, we were in a city, and there was 2 strip clubs across the way. We went on the pure shipping, but the boy was taking us round, was all, go on, right, only buy a small beer, don't buy a dance, or if you are, pay with cash, or whatever it was. He gave us all these rules, and every rule he gave me, I didn't fucking buy. I went against everything he says, and I don't think I got a dance. I bought me and a friend a drink, and actually maybe I ordered a bottle of vodka at a table, I don't know. And I woke up the next day and my whole card was rinsed.
Aye.
The whole card rinsed. I had to phone me dad, right? Hey, I need more money in my bank. What the fuck do you mean you're here 2 days ago? So I was.
And did you explain to your dad what happened?
No, I says, I'll tell you when I get home.
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah, I'm sure he's been there.
No, my dad probably not. No,
No.
I don't think so.
Stuff there.
No, he would never run out of money.
Did I mean still there trying to drain her?
You're fucking right. Yes, man, here's fucking off for going forever.
So how's things anyway, Jordan?
Good, keeping the best.
Are you the food reviewer? Are you the TikToker? Are you the influencer? Are you the singer? What are you these days?
Every one of them.
Every one of them plus more.
You're right. Had they more to come to, let me tell you.
Hey, how are you getting on busking in Dublin?
Love it. Probably the best thing I've ever done. I mean,
It looks class.
Well, do you know what? I was explaining the people the other week. I went back and did a bar gig in the town. And hey, it's great, it's a good buzz, but like everyone's singing like seeing you're playing a song, everyone's singing it back. And you finish and just pure fucking silence. Whereas when you're down in Dublin, you know, people are stopping throughout their day. They're standing, listening, going, and they're coming up and saying, like, that was unbelievable, you know, your class, and they're clapping, and when someone puts money in your guitar case, there's no better feeling. Somebody took money out of their own pocket and went, you were that good, there's money. And you're like fucking classing in people's video and putting it everywhere. It's just that, but the love and support that I've had, because I think, like I've been around Derry for fucking, Jesus, I don't know. So I've started singing when I was 16. People are probably sick of seeing me down here, whereas down there, it's new, it's fresh. So it becomes new for me, new and fresh for me, and I love it.
Do you think it's the Dublin people, or do you think it's...
Well, it's people from all over the world. Like there's people from America, Spain, Italy, Brazil, everywhere. Unreal. Aye.
Class. I'm going to talk to the ones in Brazil in their native tongue.
Well, I can't down the wrong word. To the man, and that's it. To the man.
And what's that?
How are you?
Alright.
So my
I can't even answer how you are. You can only ask them how they are.
That's it.
And then I don't care. Ask them. How are you? I don't care now.
Keep well, grand, all the best.
Have a go. That's here we are. Now I know too. So where did it all start with you when you were 16?
Do you know my first gig was in Karma? Do you ever mind Karma?
No.
Beside Manor and Palace, remember they had the big Andy Fusion place in there? So I was on there, hey, and I was getting paid 60 quid for 3 hours, which is fuck all really. But what I learned then was the boy that was booking me was taking the other 60. I can't say that. No, I wasn't even. No. I was wondering, was that why he has an endless bank balance? Because he's always taking a cut off you? No, hey.
So he really led you to try and give you your money back?
What do you hear, right? So my dad, I was working on my dad's, right? And I was always fucking about. Like, they had to turn the internet off my computer and all. I was just fucking, I was sitting, watching Liverpool videos and all during work. The manager looking, going, what the fuck's he at? But there was one day I was upstairs having my lunch and I was 5 minutes late coming down. He fucking sacked me. He was like, that's it, you're done, out. Fucking go home. I'm ringing your ma. So phone my ma. And I says, right, what am I going to do then? And I was only getting paid 800 a month on there when I started working. And I started doing gigs in around the bars, like, and I was making fucking more money.
And once joke's on you, I'm still living under your roof and you're still paying for me, so...
Well, he was sort of like, are you going to come back gigging? Because he'd seen me out gigging and then he was all, fucking hell, he's actually doing well. And, you know, I was playing in a lot of bars then, but started out in Karma. I was getting 60 quid for 3 hours and then I got asked to play in the Ferryport bar now down in Greencastle.
Yeah.
So went down there and I was getting 150 euros. So I was like, fucking hell.
Nobody
started buying Rihanna t-shirts in Topshop there, man. They're probably about third.
Far too.
But, and sugar every weekend. Fucking shuffling my life away.
Well, bring the sugar.
He hasn't been the sugar. Like, I am a sugar. Even though I don't drink anymore, I still going for a crack.
He must stick into the floors. That's what it was, though, wasn't it? It was just BK spilled everywhere.
It was great, but nobody appreciated it. No, like, where else could you go like that now? Like, there's nowhere like it.
Fair enough. But no, gigging at 16, was it? Were you able to go on to bars at 16 and play?
Oh, I don't really remember the ins or outs.
I don't know if you were allowed to, but you were there doing it.
I was doing it like 100%. But it was like I always wanted to do that. I know it just evolved over years. You know what I mean? Like I got a guitar one Christmas, and I remember my mum and dad had bought it to me, and they says I wasn't getting it until Christmas Day, but I found out where it was and played it every day for about the 2 months before I came to Christmas.
You got the experience.
I got the experience.
And
I fucking brought it in Christmas Day, started playing solos. My dad was like, "What the fuck's going on here?" He's that good already.
Did you always know you could sing even before that?
No, I was shy when I started. I was doing karaoke in Spain. And if you
me being shite now, I could end up
probably about too long in the tooth. No, it was just practice. I started doing karaoke and I loved it. I just loved it. My mum and dad always got up and done it, so we did it on holidays. And then my dad had bought a Stevie Wonder CD from the Bushes to Grandma CDs and DVDs and holidays. So my dad bought a Stevie Wonder CD, and we stuck it in the CD player, and I just fucking learnt one of the songs, just sang it over and over again. Got up in karaoke one night, sang it, and everyone was like, "Fuck."
Stevie Wonder was your inspiration?
Stevie Wonder was. I was like, "Out there, up." He's fucking on me.
Did you think that was a whole actor? What, like his clothes while you were singing? I
had the black sunglasses on, all the fucking the bar patch black. I guess my dad's like, "What the fuck's up there?"
That's it.
Fuck's sake. Do you know why he stopped writing songs? Because he dropped his pen.
Oh, perfect there.
Have you seen his life?
Neither did he.
You're
We have two down and out comedians here.
Yeah.
Is that? Both ways. Britain's Got Talent, then is that when it became big?
Aye, that's when, oh Jesus, fuck, they couldn't have got no bigger than that. Like,
was the year you done it? Was that the first year they actually took the auditions out of the room? Or was it?
No, I was in front of the crowd.
Well, I mean, was that the first year they done that, or was it a couple of times, or is that?
I don't know. Actually, I maybe you're right. Didn't they never
sure, the first or second year? No, they always done it kind of
in a room,
covered away.
No, but whenever I went out, it was a crowd. Like I can't remember being on the stage. Like, see if I no, I usually close your eyes. And you can sort of picture it.
That's a whole Stevie Wonder thing coming on the effect there, I would say.
I'm gonna make cut back in but
I remember walking into the pool.
But no, I don't remember a fucking thing. Hey, but it was it was some experience. Like whenever, obviously, I remember the night it happened. We went on to Liverpool, and I was full terrible. I'm gonna be on Britain's Got Talent. You know, try to pull birds and all. Nobody trying to pull what? Nobody but they. Everyone was like, "Fucking who's this? Leave him alone." And then I remember even coming back here and telling people, and they were laughing at me like, "Why he's up and all."
So they didn't believe you.
Nobody believed me.
Done it.
Nobody believed me. I'm not, my close friends did, like, because they knew a crack, but and then whenever it went out, like, it was mental. I couldn't go anywhere.
So how long were you a liar for? How long is it from your auditioning that it actually came out?
How long am I a liar? Probably about 31 years. But so no,
is that no? But it just meant how long from they recorded does it come out?
I auditioned, I think I think it was fucking January or February, you know. And it was on in April, or maybe it might have been November. I don't know. I can't exactly remember. But it was a long run up date. There was a girl at work for Simon Cowell, and she was actually getting messaging me on behind the.
So at least you saying you got on Britain's Got Talent pulled one bird. At least she's messaging you.
She was Simon Cowell's right hand woman as such, but she was messaging me even though I had already auditioned through Teams. So Teams is the TV production company, and then you have Sony Music, Cycle Music, where they could bring people on as well. So she was doing that behind their back, and then whenever she found out I had auditioned through them, it was a whole process. Honestly, I was on, and then I was out, and then I finally got it, and then it was grand. But and the other thing too is when you audition, you don't know how much TV time you're going to get.
Yeah.
So like you're sitting there thinking, I could be on for 30 seconds. I got fucking 7.5 minutes. It was probably one of the longest that year. Like. It was mental.
And all from that wee boy sitting in camera that couldn't sing.
I know why. He's getting fucking robbed. I mean, well, it's different now, I think, isn't it? When with social media, like everyone will tell you, you can go on social media and probably let the whole fucking cat out of the bag. Whereas back then, there wasn't really much. Don't get me wrong, I couldn't go on Twitter and say I'm going to be on Britain's Got Talent. But I was like, whenever I was out drinking, I was telling everybody I'm going to be on the show. Like, you know what I mean? Anything just to get a free one. That's why I don't drink no more.
Free what drink?
Well, Monkey Madness. There you go.
No, you're not. No,
No, you're right.
But did the drink become an issue straight after that, or?
Oh, aye. Well, you think when you look back at it, you don't believe that it was an issue, but you know, I was out every night, man, every fucking night. Like there wasn't a night I wasn't out in sugar. So if anybody wanted a meet and greet, they'd have met me or maybe.
Simon Coyle's right hand woman had to meet you in sugar, did she? What a place they take her.
So no, it started.
Normalize it.
It snowballed because, well, I was 18. I never had that sort of attention in my life, and it was addictive. Do you know what I mean? You imagine you walk out and put somewhere and people going, "Oh my god," you know, as if like you were the fucking. It's the most ego boosting fucking thing you'll ever get in your life. And that, see now I can handle it. Back then I couldn't because
what 18-year-old could.
It goes straight to your head. Like you literally think you are fucking unbelievable. Like you think and then I would get people that would say bad things to me, and then that would get to me as well. So and then you would probably drink more because of that. Do you know what I mean? Somebody called me a fucking dickhead the night, so I was, you get full.
What kind of bad things are just about the whole Britain's Got Talent?
You just got people that you're a dick,
jealous
full of yourself, and maybe I don't think I would ever say I was full of myself, but I had a false confidence because of what happened. I never believed in myself. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I think now that I'm not drinking and
like an imposter syndrome,
and I maybe acted up to it. Like I was doing things drunk. Like people would say to me, you turn around to me and says, "Sure, do you not know who I am? I'm Jordan O'Keefe." And I would hear that the next day and I go, "I never said that. Fuck up, I never said that." And then
we can edit this to make it look like you said it. I don't know.
There you go.
We're going to be sending clips all over the internet very soon.
I'll fucking see you bastards. I know he's love. If I don't, I'll find out. So you know that's, and then you hear it and they're going, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" And I was, I never said that, and they're all, "You did." That's what I'm saying. So, and I went around one thing that sticks out in my mind. I went on the Henderson's music, and that had been very friendly with everybody on there. And there's a boy in behind. I can't remember. I think it was Bapper was his name. I think it was his nickname. And he used to be in behind the desk and all, English fella, and he goes, "You were very rude to my wife, you know, the other night." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "You told her to fuck off. She wanted a picture of me and you told her to fuck off." And I was sort of like, you know, back then I was thinking, well, you know, I'm on a night out. But whereas now I'd be like, "Hey, you know, fucking so sorry." Like, there's no need to be like that. But when you're drunk and you're drinking, you know, when you're drinking and whatever, you're not yourself.
But is there a point you don't want people to come up around you and all that? Is that what it might have been? Two people? Too many pictures nearly?
I mean,
a thing then at 18 is more would have been not now.
It's one of them things, like you put yourself in the environment, you have to take what's coming to you. Like, so, you know, you definitely, I wouldn't be, somebody says to me, like back then you were getting paid to go to the nightclubs, people would have been all, "I'll pay you $3,000 to come on and sit and get drunk in our nightclub," and you would have went on and done it. And then now somebody says to me, "Go and come on to our nightclub and fucking just do a meet and greet." No, because one, I don't drink. Two, I've got a family. Two, I'm a bit older. So, but back then when you were 18, like it was all go, like.
See, now that you're back in the pub singing, is it hard? Is it a thing? Or
I don't do the pubs no more.
You don't do them at all no more? I thought you said you had done them before you were busking there.
So I've done them last year, started them in January, and then I'll do one-offs. So I went back and did one there on Thursday last Saturday. So I'll do one.
We're a restaurant too, isn't it? It wouldn't really be.
No, out the back. The first day was mental. It's probably one of the best gigs in the town, to be fair to them. It's very, very good, very lively, very upbeat. The crowd's good, and everyone goes there because they know they're getting live music, and it's a good night.
I actually got mixed up between the Thursday Goat and the Old Docks there in my head. For some reason, that's why I was thinking it was more a restaurant, but no, the Thursday Goat's the old bush.
Sugar. That's the old Sugar. So, hey, I don't miss them. I don't miss them. And it's not to say that like, once whatever paid me, I don't want to do it anymore. It's not to do that. It's late nights. It's, you know, been in an environment where it is very heavily drink, you know what I mean? Whereas I am on the street, you don't see anybody standing getting full. And it's just not the environment that I want to be in any longer. But I enjoyed them when I was doing, especially when I was drinking. I fucking loved them. Do you know what I mean?
Of course,
And I was handing money. Whereas now,
the habit too.
Exactly, 100%. Like, see if I finished at 1 o'clock, you guarantee you I was back in my house drinking there about 9. I'm not lying to you.
Lightweight.
And light. I mean, 9 Tuesday.
I know, you need to win it for Sully, right? That's all right. We bit of respect for you now.
It'd have been heavy. It'd have been heavy, like.
No.
Heavy go.
Oh, Jesus, no.
There was times in a weird story. Hey, I was playing a gig down in Port Stewart. It's called the New York Hotel. This is fucking awful, actually, when I think back on it. But it was I was playing a gig and a fella came up to me. I know it was mental, right? The day that he came up to me, I was sitting and I was hanging. I was on the wingers the night before and I was down, sitting there playing a gig, right? And I think my man and Dan over there. And maybe I wasn't hungover that day. I think I would have been fresh because my man and Dad would have been there. I wouldn't have done it. But anyway, went down, was playing this gig and her man called me and he says, my daughter loves you. Would you play at her birthday? Her 14th birthday. And I was like, aye, that's grand, no bother. We put it in the diary and everything was grand. And I went out on the Thursday night and I had gigs on that whole weekend. And I drank from the Thursday and I was sitting on the Sunday morning, still going, hadn't slept, like flat at home, right? And it popped up on my phone. It was your wee girl's birthday on the Sunday. And I was sitting at the back, fucked. And I had to make up this lie that I was stuck in London.
Yeah.
Like, that's the sort of shit I was doing, like.
Many years ago was that?
Jesus. 8, 9 years ago, maybe.
Would you go back now and play or what, 20?
She actually, I think her dad gave me a deposit, like 50 quid, and like he messaged me when she was 18 asking for a bag. Hey, 100%, I tell you, I would go back. The shit that I did whenever I was drinking, that is just so fucking embarrassing. That you would like to right them wrongs, but I don't think a lot of people would give you the opportunity, and that's fine, but for me, it's like, hey, I fucked up. And you have to hold your hands up and go, I can't sit there and go, well, you know, I'm an addict. Do you know? No, I'm a cunt. I was a cunt. I don't feel like I would never make the mistakes now. And if I genuinely did make a mistake, it's very, very seldom now that I would miss a booking or make a mistake because I'm always fucking on point. But if I did, I would hold my hands up and say, I'm so sorry. Like, and try to do whatever I can.
Off the drink, to be fair, isn't it? The fact that your head is level-headed.
Aye, but it's hard, you know, when you're doing everything yourself. Trying to just keep everything going.
You're doing it all yourself. You've no agent doing things or bookings.
I've a guy now who's helping manage me, but again, helping manage me is different to actually managing everything. Whereas, like, I'm doing all the bookings.
You're giving him the dates and he's just marking them.
No, so he's more making moves. Do you know what I mean? So down south is where we're aiming for now, and he's going to have meetings with certain people trying to get me on radio. He's a lot of connections, and that's what the point is. So, for me, a manager is somebody that can put me in a room where I can show off my talent and that's it, and help string moves together.
By getting you on radio, do you mean play your music on?
Oh, aye. RTE and the whole works out.
Well, I'm starting now in the next week with Drive 105.
Right.
I'll get you your music on there and we'll come on and get chatting if you want.
What are you having me on?
I'm on now at the minute on Saturday mornings with Woolsey Patton, just being trained up, and I think it's either this week or next week's my last week of training. Then I'll message you again and get you going to drive.
Well, what? 100%.
Sure, well, try and get you on one radio station.
Hi, 100%.
That's a start.
100%.
But where's he? What way does he go about doing that? What?
He is. He lives in Monaco, right? Right. Exactly. That's the first thing. So
answer me. Is like a stripper story here? Is he going to bleed your bank balance?
He's from Buncrana.
Oh, well, that's different.
So.
I like the first part where he was from Monaco.
So he actually owns Junk Couture. Have you ever heard of that?
What's that?
Junk Couture. So it's like a fashion thing where they run in schools. It's quite big. He does that. And he's an IT. He's a very, very smart man. He knows what he's saying. He knows a lot of people. And we're just trying to get in touch with as many people as we can. He's been on nearly every radio station you can imagine talking about things, and he knows certain people. So it's and the thing is, he's and this is how it came about. I want to work with someone who's invested in me. I was having a conversation with a guy from Dublin at the end of last year, and he used to manage Pictureless, and he was doing a lot of other things. We had a very, very good conversation on the phone. Then I sent him my music afterwards, and he was like, "That's shite." So
I would say more or less is that like.
Well, I wrote a song about my mother when she got cancer. It was called "She's a Fighter," and it was just the experience of learning that my mum got cancer. And how I dealt with it and how she was going to get through it and whatever. And how I was saying she'll survive because she's a fighter. And he was like, I sent him a song and I was like, I think this song's going to be fucking class. And I genuinely believe with a few wee tweaks, it could have been very, very good because it spoke to a lot of certain things. And you could have used it in many different ways for raising money for charities or whatever. I sent him a song and he phoned me back a minute later going, "You're not fucking poetic enough. Fucking hell, like what the fuck is that?" And I was like, "This is 12 o'clock at night, like." And I'm going, "Right, okay."
So that much different.
No, I know, but what I meant is like, you're going to your bed at 12 o'clock at night. Whenever he phoned me, I wasn't going to my fucking bed. I was sitting up and going, "Fuck this guy." And that was the thing, he never believed in me. So that's why it never worked out. And then whenever Troy came along, it was more of, whenever I spoke on the phone, he let me talk. He didn't interrupt me. Whereas that old boy was cutting me off all the time, trying to, "Well, I did this, and I did that," and I'm going, "Oh, he's great." And funny enough, like I did message that old guy in the new year and was like, "No, what's the story? Do you want to work together here? What's the crack?" Because from my point of view, it's great doing all this myself, but it does get exhausting, and like, you do easily get burned out. And the thing is, it's trying to know what the next move is. How am I going to get the next move? How do you keep pushing it? So
it's not that a boy like out there. If he doesn't know a way, you don't need to be blunt all the time, just saying, "No, you're shite," or whatever. There's roundabout ways. Know what? You could go back and tweak that song or whatever, and keep making you tweak it. You're fucked up.
Well, the thing is, he has taught me that I do need to be more poetic in a sense to write songs. So that song was very literal, but it is a very literal song. How, my mum got cancer, and it tells you the story of that, and it can't paint the picture of it. But what he was saying was it's not poetic enough, and I get that. So it was a bit of advice, probably in the wrong way, but it has helped me evolve. And that's the thing. It's like, not to say that it was shite. Never once. He enjoyed all our songs that he had heard on Spotify, but it was more the stuff that I was bringing up next, and I don't think he was a fan of it. And that's fine. And it's trying to find what the next direction is, trying to find what works, what doesn't work. And that's the whole point of being an artist. Whereas whenever you have a label around you, you'll go to them with songs and they'll go, "Well, we like these ones and we don't like that. Let's go more in this direction." Whereas it's just fucking me and my own. So I'm trying to figure all this out by putting stuff out to my audience and them telling me we like that or we don't like it. Do you know what I mean? So
now you can help that, I suppose.
And the minute time I stick up videos and delete them because it just doesn't go well, and you go, "Well, that one failed, so it's fine," but you don't go, "That failed. Fuck, game over. Hey, I just give up now." It's more, right, well, let's see what works next.
See, if you're sitting down to write a song like that there, obviously it's a song with a story behind it. How do you sit and write that too?
Clumsy like that. If you're writing a good song, for me, it just flows. It's more the melodies. The lyrics can always be fine-tuned. But if you get a good melody, you know what a melody is in a song, do you? So a good melody in a song is what you'll sing back. That's what you sing back. The words can be changed to anything, but as long as you have a good melody, that's what the song is. And then I think, you just fine tune.
So do you start with a melody more or less and then or write both together nearly?
Sometimes it can come both together, and when it does, that's when you know it's good, but you'll fine tune the lyrics afterwards. But I used to write with a boy called John McGuire. Now John is one of the biggest songwriters in the world. He's wrote for James Bay, Callum Scott, Callum Scott. Callum Scott's very right. But whenever I first went on to write with John used to sit and like play the guitar and hum. And I was going, "What the fuck's he at with? What the fuck am I doing here? Like,
I'm in the wrong mushroom."
I was like, exactly, right here, look, what the crack? Give me about that. Give me about that there before we start, for fuck's sake.
Sharon's.
But and then I realised he was humming to get the melody and the idea, and then he would write the lyrics afterwards. And he's one of the biggest songwriters in the world. And then just learned a lot from him. Learned a lot from watching other people. Like, it's just, people think that talent is something that you inherit from God-given talent and all that. It's hard work. That's what it is.
And are you still in contact with this man?
Oh, I was talking with an old boy who, Corey Sanders, you call him. So Corey's the same as John. They always would have wrote together. Codeline, he's really big on my Codeline. So I wrote a song with Codeline called Forever 23. It's coming out next year. And Corey was sort of the one that organised all that through John. But I was down with Corey and Mark from Codeline there about 2 months ago down in Dublin. So we'll just see what happens.
And you're finding then, obviously, surrounding yourself with people like us here, like-minded people's helping a hell of a lot more.
100%. Well, I think you need to be on the same boat as other people, and being around the same crowd, being around that crowd of people is exactly where I need to be. I'm going over here. I'm hoping they go over soon now to write with these boys again, and hopefully get myself out there and just pay. It's just it's consistency every day.
And when you go to do it, you're obviously not going to just write one song.
No, fuck you. You'll be going, and the thing is, some days you might you might write about 6 songs and one of them could be a hit. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
And they all might be shite, or they all might be great. You just don't know.
Aye. What's the biggest one hit for you personally?
What's the one biggest hit that I've had? I released a song called Perfect for Me years ago. It was my first song ever released, and it done very well. I actually remember I was out one night at the Bentley, and a boy that never used to like me called me, and he was all, these songs are right there.
I don't know. They take my but
sounds are.
But see the likes of them, kind of once you write it yourself, put it out yourself and stuff like that. There, how do you get paid from that? Is there like a royalty thing? Or
You get paid royalties. If you get your song on radio, you'll fly. Like you'll make money. I know a lot of boys that just live off making money from their songs being on radio. Like.
Well, Shane McGowan first.
Well, fuck it. Shame it. He's not making any more money, but
no, he's still making it, but he's not getting them.
He's not going it. It's not going then. But no, there's a fine line between, and it is a lot finer than. It depends on what you describe as a wage. Like I know boys that are making $2,000 a month and they only have 100,000 people listening to them. Do you know what I mean? And that's like 100,000 is quite achievable if you just get the right thing. So it's, I mean. Do you know Macklemore? We were looking through this yesterday. Macklemore has no label, no thing. He did it all himself, basically. That from what I've read anyway.
So your man Oliver Anthony, is it? Remember your man Oliver Anthony had that Rich Man Out of Richmond, was it? No, don't remember that song? No, it's more country kind of feel, and he was the same. He had a big song, just playing it in his garden, and people kept coming to sign him after he hit big, and they asked for advice, and ones were like, don't sign, sure. What can they give you more or less? Like, because you've already got what they can offer.
Exactly. What happens in the music business is, especially now, is that's why we were talking about numbers earlier, right? And that's why numbers is a massive thing for me. Because if anybody's ever interested in booking Jordan O'Keefe and this is the thing, like I look at myself as a product. So whatever I put out is the product. You were saying to me earlier,
Jordan O'Keefe.
What are you?
God.
The prod? Well, I am a prod, but
I know a product. Sorry, let me sorry. Jordan Jesus was a wee bit hang up there.
I know, prod, what's your problem? They call me a press buffet.
Press buffet, yeah.
That's what they call me. So fuck, I'm gonna start singing the sash here. No, so what was I saying? So Jordan O'Keefe is a product, and that's what you have to look at, and that's what a label will look at. So whatever I'm putting out, you said to me earlier, what are you? Food reviewer, influencer, singer. So again, it's like you have to be sort of an influencer. They do what we're doing, because
especially this day and age,
100%. Because like I look at people that are just singing, and although they're great, they're not getting the same amount of numbers, and they're not, not progressing as quickly as what I am, due to the fact that I'm probably going, I don't give a fuck. Like I'll stack it up. Like there's me doing a food shop, my wife all week. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just fuckers.
That's how you trying to...
But it got 60, 70,000 views because people are just interested in what it is. And if that means it gets my face out there more, and more people follow me, it's a numbers game. So that's the whole point of it. So for me, it's a numbers game. And like I had a boy message me and says, stop sticking up the numbers. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. It's a boy I know. And I was like, that might seem like that for you. But for me, that's what I was getting with Macklemore. Macklemore has 27 million people listening to him a month. Say if he has repeat listeners of probably 4 or 5 listens for each song, that's 810 grand a month.
So then all these people that tell
that's just from Spotify. That's not including Apple Music, the rest of them. Radio play. You get £80 a play if you get played in BBC Radio too.
I'm sorry, but Drive 105 is a community radio. Then I'll not be paying fucking £80.
Yeah, but pay me to get on it, for fuck's sake.
In fact, you'll be giving me your CD to play.
Right, up next is Jordan O'Keefe.
And again, Jordan O'Keefe.
Today's a Jordan O'Keefe show. No, you're right.
But I know that Drive, it's a community radio, so I don't know what way that works or how it works.
That's another step for you, fair play. Do you know what I mean? Keep doing what you're doing.
No, but I mean for the likes of yourself, if they're playing it, do they still have to have some kind of licensing?
I'm not at the stage where and I never probably will be at the stage where it would be like, fuck, you're playing my song and I get money for it. It's not about that for me. It's about, again, exposure. Like, if somebody listens to that show and goes, and I talk about my story, and I say, I'm an actor in recovery, and blah, blah, and somebody goes, fuck, and look where he is now. Do you know what I mean? And then it becomes they become an audience member for me. And that's what it's about for me. It's about growing an audience for me, and that's why signing a record deal doesn't appeal to me. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I was going to ask. It doesn't sound like it sounds like something great, but
if it makes sense and it's right, then yes, it'd be great to have the label take the pressure off me.
Mm-hmm.
But if I grow an audience, it's big enough.
You don't need them.
You don't need them. No, exactly.
It's mad how people are getting away with doing that now without the.
I was saying before, and it didn't go well. Actually, it was horrific, and it made me hate the business. But again, I was drinking and taking mad amounts of drugs.
The shaking them.
No, but
letting you do that.
Well, they were paying me, and I was going straight that. Like I was taking a Wangalone to end.
So what made you hit it? What
the business?
I know what made you from that signing that contract. What made you hit that part?
I felt like it would have been a bit more hands on. No, I wasn't, and it was very, very delayed. Everything wasn't flowing and going well. Like it was just.
At least if you do it yourself and it's out there, it's out there. But if they're doing it, it could take weeks, months. They put it out there.
It just didn't. It didn't flow the way I was expecting it to. It didn't go the way I was expecting it to. And I think it was because I wasn't like who was I? Do you know what I mean? An ex-Britain's Got Talent.
What 10 people walking around the town saying, "Do you know who he is?" Told me last night it's Jordan O'Keefe.
I was back in. It was back. No, it's different because I'm putting myself out there more. Back in, I wasn't. I was partying. Do you know what I mean? That's just the simple fact of it.
Well, what made you realise you had a problem when you did do the partying? What was
I knew I had a problem. I knew I had a problem whenever I was doing 3-day benders and missing fucking 14-year-old birthday parties that I was meant to be playing at. That's when I knew I had a problem. Like,
but I mean, what level do you say, right, this needs to fucking stop?
I needed to stop many times, and I tried to stop, but I always just got back in the same ship, man. My jaw was broke. Well, I went and did the wedding. I actually got surgery on the Saturday, and I was drove home on the Sunday, and I came home and I says, I'm never drinking again. I never did, hey.
Is that what put...
I stayed in my mum and dad's house for about a month and a half, and the more I got sober, the more I felt better. I was losing weight. Like, I was 17 stone. I was huge. Like, I was a fucking big unit, like. I was so unhealthy. Like, I mean, my face was just so puffy all the time. And I just went, you know what? I can't do it anymore. And I was in it. I never went back. But the more I got sober, the more you felt like, fuck, I can't go back to this.
So the best thing that kind of probably happened to you was getting a job broke.
Aye, definitely.
If you can move anywhere, why would you stay here? What do you like about Derry? What's appealing?
Well, my family's here. To be honest with you, I would move. Like I would like to live somewhere warmer. Do you know what I mean? That's just my preference. I hate the grey skies. Don't like the grey. It really impacts my mood. But I stay here because my family's here. My mum and dad's here. The grandkids are there. So, you know, maybe whenever years in the line, whenever they pass, which hopefully is fucking far, far away, then I would say we'll probably move. Do you know what I mean? But
speaking to your dad, the fact that he changed your music course to a business course, did that kind of get a fate to that?
Oh, jeez.
Or did you understand that?
No, I understand it. Then I didn't understand it. No. My dad has never done anything to hurt me. My dad's only ever done things.
I don't believe I think that's a father knows best.
100%. And like even still now, you tell me going on the Dublin, the bus was a bad idea. No, wait, like fuck me. You're going to drive the whole way down there. I'm back. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, so you're not even staying down there?
I'm not. I'm going up and down the one day.
Well, for the Euros, you like Euros better than Sterling, do you? Wouldn't go to Belfast for the Sterling, no?
No, not even that there. Dublin's a bigger. There's 750,000 people pass through Grafton Streets. Also, John Garry does Belfast, and that's his thing. And I'll definitely do Belfast here and there, but it's not really about the money. It was about the exposure. But whenever I went down there, the money's good. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie to you.
That was a bonus.
It's a bonus, and it can be a good money maker. But the thing is, what people don't understand is, it's all about money. It's who the fuck pays for it to get the music out? My dad's not fucking doing it. No, some people would like to believe that. You know, I have to, and I have a family. My wife doesn't work. She stays at home with the children. I've got fucking car bills to pay. I've got fucking house bills, as everybody else does. But then whenever you're releasing a song, you're talking £1,500 a song. You do that every month. What's that?
For you to push and release a song, it's about £1,500.
Easy. I have to get my song mix and master. It's about 500 odd quid. So I'm lucky because I have a studio.
I was just going to say, you with your own studio, should that still cost you that kind of money?
It still costs me that money. Now, I can go cheaper, which we're trying to figure out because £500 each time's going to fucking put a massive dent on it. Then you've then got to promote the song, got to submit it to playlists. All these things cost money. Do you know what I mean? It's not as if if you release a song and just let it go, you know, then, and I'm not even getting the music video done. I'm not getting any fucking photographs done at the minute. I'm just trying to promote it through doing fucking
Is music videos still a big thing? Remember they used to be years ago in MTV and all that?
They're not now. You don't need, in my opinion, you don't need music videos now unless you are making money. A wee video maybe to go up on YouTube that you record on your fucking iPhone and do something. You know, it doesn't need to be this high quality. And you could probably go get a good music video done for £200, £250. I don't know. Maybe you could, I don't know. But it's not a big thing that you need now, in my opinion. I think if you focus on your social media and you focus on building an audience, then whenever the money starts coming on, because at the end of the day, it's a business. You're saying about my dad taking any business. Fucking, I learned all that. You know,
that's what I was going to say. Did you go on fanny sack course that he put you through?
No.
Or did you go on it even? I started.
I fucking dabbed every day. I think for what do you hear this year? They phoned up at the end of the year, and they're not meant to phone the parents because you're
an adult.
Jordan has missed 75% of the year. My dad had to do my coursework. And I got plagiarized. No, I finished it.
I wasn't about.
Yeah, you're fucking right. No, he got. I did it, and I got my diploma and all. And, hey, it was great.
Your dad got us.
My brother. But okay, you know what? It was what it was, and I've definitely learned a lot. I went on this business, and I was obviously I did a lot of marketing for them. I'm very good at figuring out, you know, like doing wee sketches. Do you know what I mean? I enjoy doing them. Like we did one there the other day with Colin Graham. I don't know if you've seen it, but we're doing a country song. It's called Revival. And I stole the sketch from somewhere else, but it's I took Colin we did a food review, and he says to me, you know,
that's it.
He says,
this is the boy with the accent.
He says to me, you know, since you took me for dinner last week, I got you a wee present. And he slides it across the table, and I'm like, fucking great. And he puts on this big fucking cowboy hat, and he's all, well, what do you think? And I've got a wee small one. I'm all, fuck, I feel like a real cowboy. Hey. So, you know, just wee funny things like that there. I enjoy doing that, and it's a good way to market my music. Like whenever we were doing the state agency, whenever Djokovic beat Nadal in the Wimbledon final, I got a big poster and was like, unlike all our estate agents, we don't come second. And it was a picture of Djokovic with a Ronaldo thing. And my dad thought, I don't know if he could be sticking that up. But I was like, fuck it, the big man. You know what I mean? So it was, see the posters I made back in, that's 2012. They're still using them to this day.
Had you actually done more than 25% of the course?
I know, fuck. Right.
Had you actually done the full 100%? You'd be fucking
I've learned more. I've probably learned more over the years.
Yeah, I mean, busking in Dublin last year instead of this year.
Fuck.
The most famous people I see, Ed Sheeran. Who else did you all sing with? Who?
I've sang with Ed Sheeran.
It was actually a class one, to be fair. It's one.
I
highly listen to. Whatever royalties that you get them from me.
Whenever I actually hate the video. I actually hate me singing in the video. I thought I could have done a lot better, but I was that nervous. But it's a great thing to look back on. But again, it's I think it's all in front of me, not behind me.
I do think that this is coming again.
Oh Jesus, 100%. The way I always think it, if you got it before, it'll come again. But this time around, I'm in control. Do you know what I mean? And I'm never going to stop until I am. And I can see gradually it's happening. Do you know what I mean? From chatting to people too as well, and how it's progressing. Like I'm only really doing online since the end of January. And
is that all you're really on?
I've really been putting in the graft on since the 28th of January. That's my first video went up. And I stuck up a busking video, and I went up 6,500 followers from one video on Instagram. Like it's just crazy. It's going, Shay Given like that. Fucking Shay Given. Like I was at a gig and I went on Shay Given like that. I came home, stuck on Match of the Day, and he was sitting there and I was all fucking Shay. He was
doing that in Match of the Day.
Hopefully he was showing the rest of boy. Please, it's my ear. But
following you now.
I don't know if he follows me. If he follows me, he follows me. It doesn't really fucking bother me. Like, but it's great. Like the video, you know what I mean? But it's just wee things like that there. And what I've noticed is every time I chip away, you know, it gradually gets bigger and bigger. And then, you know, the only problem I have is whenever I do one video, I'm like, fuck, the next one's going to do even better. And it doesn't. And you go, fuck's sake, why that'll do well. And the thing is, that can get you down, but you just have to go, right, we'll do it again, and we'll do it again. It's just trying to keep it all going and see what's going to happen. But the thing that'll help is the original music, and that's what I'm gradually building up towards. We've got a plan for next year. I'm going to be doing a load of shows, hopefully getting on a support slot, doing a bit of turn, and just releasing song after song after song and building it up. And the thing I want to do with my music is I want to tell a story. So I want to talk about my life before I got sober, getting sober, and then recovery and
So
life after.
3 different albums, more or less. Is that the way you're thinking on it?
Sort of such. Definitely. It could be fucking more. I don't know. We're just going to see where it takes us. We've got a good lineup of songs there, and there's going to be twists, and it's not going to be all about getting sober. So I have a song called Forever 23 that I was saying earlier that I wrote with Mark from Codeline and Corey and John that talks about. It was actually about Jack Lynn, a fellow who jumped a bridge, who I grew up with. We weren't the best of friends by the end of it, but I also was very close to one of his friends who was upset whenever he obviously passed because they were very close. So, you take inspiration from all them wee things. And what's funny is the boys also have friends that died at 23. You know what I mean? Whenever we were writing the song. So, it's come together, and that'll be a song. And then I've got, I stuck up a video recently about, I was abused as a child. So I started talking about that, and then a song came out afterwards, and I was like, this is fucking class. And I feel like that song, not every song has to be a hit, but I'm writing songs from here, from my heart.
So is that more or less your form of counselling? So you putting that in paper, singing that out, is that getting it out there?
There's nothing worse. See, when I put up that song about the abuse thing, I couldn't watch it for about 4 days after. I couldn't even look at the comments or all. I was like, I don't even want to fucking see it.
Coming out with something like that there, a song like that there, how hard is that to actually?
Oh, fuck. Whenever I read it, I was like, this is going to be class. And then it was sort of underwhelming for me when I put it out. And then I was sort of scared at the reaction, because like I can talk about sobriety and I can talk about addiction, but this is the one that caused everything. Does that make sense?
Aye.
So this is the root to the reason why I was the way I was. Do you know what I mean? The reason why I never dealt with nothing, the reason why I doubted myself, the reason why I grew up thinking I was gay. Do you know what I mean? I grew up questioning my sexuality because of what happened and the shit that he did to me, and made me then do to him, which made me think it was normal.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? So it fucks you up. And then anytime I talked about it, it was never really dealt with. How do you deal with it?
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? So I went to counselling, and I sort of dealt with it, but I'm feeling a lot better about it now that I have opened up and put it out there. But it was scary. So whenever I did a video on the V&M podcast, the two lads, Vinny and Hardy. Did a video and we talked about it on there, and when it went up, I had one of them weeks again, just dubbed, and I was quite depressed because I was like, fuck, what have I done? But then...
Was that the first time you openly?
That's the first time I've ever talked about it, like openly like that. And it was hard, hey, because you just sort of think, what's everyone going to fucking say? Doing the mad thing was, I was worried what he was going to think. I was worried about what he was going to think. That's what's so fucked up about it. I should be going, fuck him. What he is, but it feels like he has this thing over me. Like,
have you ever went for justice after this, or?
Well, the thing is, he was 4 years older than me, and I was about 6. So,
right, okay.
The way I look at it is, and this is why I'd never say his name or want to do anything to him, is I feel a bit sorry for him too, probably, because how the fuck did he know what he was doing? He was like 12, no, so 3, 4, he was about 10, 11 maybe. So he was the same age as my brother, but he actually bullied my brother at the same time. So he was bullying my brother and doing that to me. So there was something going on with him whenever he was younger. Now he's a lot older, he has kids now, and he's married. And I know it sounds awful to say, but I would never want to come back now, all these years later, and go, well, he did this to me, and try and ruin his life. Whereas I hope he's changed. All I can say is I hope he's a better person and not doing what he was doing whenever he was younger. Like.
And do you believe it was a way not knowing what he was doing also? Or
I don't know.
Do you believe?
I don't know. That's what I want to believe. But the thing is, that's the only reason why it fucked me up, because I used to question, why me? How did he know to do what? How did he know what he was doing to me? How did he know what to do? Because like he knew exactly what he was doing. Like it was in the back of his dad's car. That's the first time it happened. His dad went in the house and he just turned around and started fucking. I sitting in the back seat, away and like just fucking started doing stuff to me, and they're sitting going like, I know it's crazy. my memory is fucked from a lot of the drinking and drugs, but I can vividly remember every time he done that to me. It's crazy.
And was this ongoing, or was this?
Oh, it happened. What actually happened was my mum feels really bad about it because she was friends with his mother, and it's not her fault. She still blames herself, but my granddad passed, and my mum had sent us up there. They love to stay with them while my mum was getting everything sorted, and that's when it was happening, and she didn't know, and it breaks her heart. Like, so that's the only reason why it was never really dealt with, because you know they felt guilt, like they felt bad about it, like, you know what I mean. But they how they meant to change that. It's not their fault. Do you know what I mean? So.
And would that make you reflecting your own parenting skills now? As in sleepovers, things like that?
Like, my wife's from Brazil, and they're very prone to inviting anybody in the house. You know, like it was crazy. It was my daughter's birthday, right? And we met these people at church, Brazilian people. She met them twice, and she invited them to the house for Elaine's birthday, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want random. The lovely people. They all they're nice. That's the and I actually lost a head where I'd actually had an argument with somebody else before it, and I took it out on her and when I got home, and that's another thing. Before I would have been like, fuck her, she's grand, because when I was drinking. Now it's like, I was sat down, and I said, look, I'm very sorry for how I reacted, but the reason why is because I had a disagreement with him earlier, and I've took it out on you. But the thing is, from what happened to me when I was younger, that's probably why I don't want these random people in my house, and I don't like it. Do you know what I mean?
And were you going to say you spoke to that man since that?
I have. I met him. I met him one night in a bar, and I spoke to him like we were friends. And then I met him the next night when I told one of his friends, and he couldn't believe it. Like, he was fucking. It was wrecking his brain. But I met him like one night, and I asked him to come outside, and I says, "You know what you done to me when you were younger?" And he was like, "Aye." And he was shitting himself, like he was standing shaking, like. And I says, look, I don't even fucking do nothing about it. I just says, right, no, it's fair enough, then, right.
There was acceptance there.
It was acceptance, but it's fear. It's weird to say. Like, not to say I'm a fucking big man, but I know I could just go up and fucking slap ahead of him. But what's that? For one, what's that going to do? Two, I couldn't, because for what he done, for some reason, it feels like he has something over me. Does that make sense? It's disgusting when you think about it. Like, I don't even know why I'm laughing. Maybe it's...
No, but nobody can say, I can't tell you how you should feel about something like that. I don't know, personally.
It's weird, hey. Like, and I says it in the podcast, hey, it was more...
But do you think he feels more you have something over him? Because you could go to the police...
That's what I worry about. I worry that he's probably sitting on fear. And maybe that's his punishment. What if he reached out to her? If he reached out, I'd speak to him, 100%. Oh, aye. I would love to shut down him, and more to find out, why did you do it to me? Why did you do it in general?
Then would a 10-year-old have that answer of why? Should you let that go in your own head, essentially?
A 6-year-old wouldn't, but a 10-year-old would. 10, 11-year-old would definitely know where they're at. Do you know what I mean? Like,
fair enough.
That's what I believe. But, well, that's another thing. I don't know.
If you thought it was anybody else, if you heard more than just you, would that be enough for you to go and try and nip things in the butt?
100%, aye. Oh, if it was just more than me, then I would be...
But, aye.
I would be...
If you seen someone else come out, you would stand behind them and
100%.
Aye, there would be no...
Oh, fuck, aye. But I just hope and pray that he's older, and he's seen sense, and he's not that person any longer, but I don't know. And maybe I don't want to open a can of worms by going massively on it, but the only reason why I spoke up about it was to go, I'm a man, and that's happened to me, and it's fucked me up. People always wonder, like, I remember whenever I was drinking, oh, God bless his wife in the house, she's fucking on there in his own while he's fucking drinking. Nobody knew the fucking pain I was going through, and that doesn't make it right.
No.
Doesn't make it right. All the shit I done doesn't make it right.
You can reflect back on it and understand it. Doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make it right, but I was fucking hurting. Like, I wasn't just out fucking running around for the crack. I was a very damaged person. And only until... And people think, oh, he got sober, he's fucking... look at him now, he's high and mighty. I got sober to heal myself. Do you know what I mean? To become happier. Seen someone the other day and he says, you just look happier. I'll tell you a belter. Pike and Palms. I worked for Kevin down in Pikey's, right? And I only lasted 2 weeks, so I kept turning off full. I was partying nights and coming on the hub in the morning, though, and he'd be all, fucking smell a drink in here. By behind there. I dropped the bottle, my heavy in the fridge, fucking eating onions to try and kill the fucking smell of drink. But,
a wee coffee with beer and thinking bongs.
I was cooking and all, and I'll tell you.
You were cooked and cooking?
You're right there. I was fucking one day, I was making the tacos, no, I started making the food, no, and I put the box on top of the big steel bowls for flipping the fries and the salt. And this boy's sitting waiting his order, and I put the tacos on the fucking the box flipped and everything went on the bowl. And their man's looking at me and I'm going, oh fuck. One day I threw a fucking bit of chicken on the fryer like a fucking basketball player, and he went mental at me. Like I was just,
all this in 2 weeks.
Oh, less than 2 weeks that. And I came on one day and he's, oh Jordan, man, like there was days I wasn't turning up. There was days I was just fucking, and I was only here about 3 days a week.
6 days and you have that many. 6 days didn't show up for 4.
I don't know how many days it was, but he pulled me aside and he kept looking at me and he goes, look, you're a good fella. He says, you have a passion for cooking. He says, but
stick to the second.
Do what's mad. I'd signed a record in and I started working on Pikey's. That's how cooked I was. I should have been working on my music, but I was all, fuck it, I'll go in the kitchen and start working. Like, what the fuck are you thinking about? So he was all, look, and that was the end of it. But I then seen him last Christmas in Da Vinci's. And he walked past me and he went, holy fuck. He says, the life in your eyes. He says, you're alive. And I went, fuck. That he noticed that, like, because he seen me when I was fucked. And then now he's looked at me and he went, there's life in your eyes. And I seen her the other day and she just thought, you just look so happy. And I am. I'm genuinely 90% happy, apart from that 1 week where I'm feeling sorry for myself. But I think, like, I was, do you remember Christopher Reitz? Do you know Christopher Reitz? He does.
I think he's class.
So Christopher took up a video the other day and it was him just venting how he felt.
Seen it in the back of the car, was it?
I went on, one of the comments was, I'm a fireman, and blah, blah, and I'm like, fair play, you're a fireman, but it doesn't take away from the fact that how he's feeling. Just because everyone has different jobs in the world, different roles in the world, everyone has different feelings. But see, when you're doing this here too, you get burnt out.
Well,
you're trying to create little mini TV shows, minute long clips for people to enjoy, and when you grow and grow and grow, there's a pressure on you to try and keep that up. Do you know what I mean? And I could see where he was feeling, and I resonated with it. And don't get me wrong, some of the comments everything's going to be split. People are going to have their opinions. People are going to say this and say that. Of course, a fireman is a far harder job, but don't take away from the fact of how he's feeling.
100%.
I mean, we all have problems with our mental health, and especially him. He's actually an addict in recovery. I think a lot of people forget about that. And I think whenever you're an addict in recovery, you take things personally a lot of time.
You nearly think the man's not an addict in recovery. You actually think he's so high. It's class. It works for him. It's great. But then seeing that video, it's like, fuck.
Do you know what? He comments under a lot of my stuff. He's a good lad.
He seems to be.
But see, people sometimes think because I can't watch all our food reviews as much. See, unless I stop doing mine. See,
you can only watch your own.
I will. No.
You really watch the best? Is that what you're saying over? You know who I am.
I am soon. Podcast. Stop twisting my words. So what I mean is, whenever you're doing food reviews, like I do 2 a week, and I'd just be fucked off looking at food. Do you know what I mean? But sometimes I'll watch him, the Kearneys, John the Footy Fisherman.
I love the Kearneys.
The Kearneys are brilliant. See Darren. One of the nicest fellas I've ever met. Me and him were voice noting, 5-minute long, sometimes 3 times, like 15-minute long voice notes back and forth. And then I just got this to ATM where the 2 of us got too busy. But he's dead on. John the Footy Fisherman sound and Christopher sound. But see, whenever you're doing the food reviews, I find it hard. They watch everybody else's stuff. See,
where I work, right? I work in the food industry, right? And I deliver to 90% of the chip shops that you are all on, right? I'm talking to them on the phone, delivering to them, doing different things, and every one of them, you know how big that is to their business.
100%.
Believe it or not, I know a boy, Antrim, arcade in Antrim. He ended up, it was the Kearneys went out and he says on about the nicest fillet burger they ever got, right? And I mean, right, so I sell him the chicken on the phone, right? And I was selling him, let's say, 3 boxes every day. He was getting, right? Well, it wasn't free, but let's say it was free, right? It went to 6. It doubled, right? and I mean consistently for weeks.
Yep.
And then it's only drifted down. It hasn't went down to the 3 again.
No.
It's just drifted down. So it's still about 50% of what they got around them.
I get a lot of shit, but from people from here. Never really from anybody else anywhere else. And the reason being is I stopped gigging in January, and I was saying I'm going to go and do this and do that. And I think a lot of people were looking, going, what the fuck's he going to do? Like, I mean, he'll be back gigging in fucking 3 months. And I didn't. And I found the food reviews and it worked. But what people don't understand too is doing them food reviews, it's fucking hard work. Like, see going and...
I know.
No.
Fucking that food crack is hard.
I don't mean that. I mean the editing and making sure you're getting the right shots. Like, you don't enjoy the food. Like, you're not sitting there to eat the food. You're there to make a video. They try and boost that business. The other thing we don't do is we don't show off the bad ones. And I know what, not everyone's the same. But for the reason being is we like to build businesses up. There's been many a times, you know yourself, if I went on and said, that place is shit, everyone would jump on the bandwagon. It's fucking crap I had one here. Push. But if he says it was good, then everyone will be all over the top. And even when I say something's good, I still get the odd, it's the worst I ever had. But everyone's taste buds is different. But see the rise in business from ones we've had. Crazy.
I personally see it. The Hatch was another one. I think you done the Hatch down Strabane there. I would know Q well. And
lovely fella. See a shit he got in that video.
That's mad.
Fucking crazy.
I tell him it was the food was on there too.
The food was good. But I had said the mash was like a restaurant quality mash, and he was on somewhere on there that sweet chili sauce. And it doesn't matter
what it is. It's
fucking lovely mash. And then the other one was chips or whatever. It was frozen chips. Doesn't fucking matter. It was a good quality.
Frozen chips, I know personally it's not frozen, but that's
what I'm saying. You're getting that, and I'm going. For me, I knew they weren't frozen chips. And the other thing people don't understand is, I fucking love my food. See, whenever I'm eating something, I can tell you what's on it.
Right.
Like flavour-wise, I can tell you what seasonings on it, whatever, because I've been fucking eating that much stuff over here.
I tell you what processed fucking food is.
Of course, you can taste it, because the amount of McDonald's is out of it. Fucking But we were doing videos, and they were prices were skyrocketing. Like Castle Bistro, and I think the people on there are lovely. And
where's Castle Bistro?
Castle Bistro is just on the Craft Village. Food's class. Right, they do a brunch menu and they do an evening menu. We went on and did that there, and we went back, and then about 2 weeks later, 2 or 3 weeks later, and she was like, we used to be dead on Wednesday. We're flat out every day now. We're just busy all the time. Great to hear. We did a Chinese in Belfast, went up 500% orders.
It's my
500%.
Our first ever podcast. This is our claim to our food fame. Our first ever podcast when we were over in the pods across the street. We had Deb K on. And me and her were just riffing about food the way we're doing now, and she says about a chicken box from Rimmons. I know the boy from Rimmons, the boy that owns it. He says to me, you usually sell 10 a week. And he says, slow night on a Friday, he's selling 100 now.
It's mental, isn't it?
He's done 10 a week, and on a slow Friday, he's doing at least 100.
That's... Everyone now chats about Rimmons as a chicken box.
Well, that's where it started. It was Dave K started it, and it was those platforms. He started it on. It was mad.
And that's the power of it. And I would get a lot of people that would say, are you getting paid to do that? Oh, sure, it's fucking awful, you're getting paid to do that. And I'm going, well, let me tell you something. It doesn't, regardless if I get paid or not, but I'll tell you something. No takeaway has ever handed me money, and that's a guaranteed fact. And no takeaway has ever given me free food either, and that's a fact. So, but if you are getting paid, that person is investing fuel, time to go there. Do you think people have stuck up a video when they get paid for that on TikTok? Well, you make up with a tenner.
If someone was getting paid, would it sway their way to always say it's nice, more or less? Would they be a yes, guys? Would you personally? If someone paid the way I work down and their food was awful, would you just not put up the video?
Whenever we started doing it and people requested us to come and do it, I remember I was saying earlier about the girl who had messaged me and says, it was a sweet shop girl I knew growing up. And and this is only from people telling me, you should be charging to do this because, you're bringing people to their business. Very, very green to the whole influencer game thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I quoted her a quote, and she never got back to me. And, we haven't really spoke about it since, but I would say she was probably a bit upset. And that's fine. But at the time, I thought that was right. And there was another takeaway that messaged me, and he had said, can you come up and review our food? How much do you charge? And I was, it's this. But if I don't like the food, I'm not putting it up.
Yeah.
And he just never got back to me.
Would it be like taking a chance with paying it then?
So this is why what worked out for me was I work for a company, and I get sent around the country, going around and trying food places. if I don't like the food, it doesn't go up. But the other thing that's good for them is if the food's shit, then they go and look at that business and go, what's going on here? Your food was crap. We send somebody up. We're not going to cut you or sort it out. Do you know what I mean? So basically, they cover everything. So
so they're covering the likes of your diesel or something like that.
They cover.
It's a job through an app, not a job through.
Yes, exactly.
You walk on the app.
Exactly. So they cover everything, and I just go around the country eating food. It's fucking great. Do you know what I mean? It's probably one of the class things they do, but it can get draining because if you're doing. I remember when I was going away on holidays, I was doing fucking 4 a week. I'm telling you, it was hard work. And see, trying to come up with ideas, and I was noticing the views and them were dropping because I just wasn't passionate about it, and I need to be passionate about it. But will I do food reviews for the rest of my life? Probably not. But I'm doing them now because they work. We enjoy food. It's a good thing for us to do as a family. Me and my missus could leave the weans in the fucking house and go out and spend time together and bond over eating food because we love food. But I think if anybody is getting paid, fair play to them. If you're not, I know for a fact that the Kearneys do not get paid. Cause,
I know that too. I don't know it for a fact, but I chatted them a few times too. I actually tried to get him on here and stuff like that there. He says it's nothing that he'd be on there at the minute, but if it ever is, he'll get chatting.
From speaking to Darren, and he says, look, we don't do that anymore. And the reason being, it keeps it authentic for them because they can just go wherever they want and they can do their own thing. Whereas sometimes, yes, if you are getting paid, like your man from the Food Review Club, he was doing it and he was charging serious money. But I can see why he was doing it because of the exposure that it gives the business. But for him to turn around and say, if I don't like it, I don't like it. The rest of it's up to them. If somebody turns around and says to me, I'm getting paid to do it, but I will just tell you my honest opinion, I would believe him. And people were saying to me, like, your food reviews are fake. So you're telling me that I'm a fake person? You're telling me that you think you're going to pay me to go, that's great? Do you mean, no, it's not going to work.
I know a boy in Belfast, and I don't know who it was in a shop, and I'll not say the shop just in case, but they came and they were doing a food review or whatever, and it was a free one essentially. So he said, he actually gave them the food for free, so I'll go ahead and try, right? So as they took the food and they had it in their hand, they turned around and says to him, sure, if you pay us X amount now, we'll make sure you get a good review. Is all, no, just do it off the quality of the food. And they actually turned around and says, if you don't pay us, we're giving you a bad review. And he was like, do what you want. And they actually did. I do. But I'll tell you later. I'll not actually say now, right? But they actually did give him a bad review. It actually did hurt this man's business. They thought he was only a wee burger van on the side, but he's an established business. There are a couple of businesses around Belfast anyway, I'll say that much. But they did try and rip him up thinking it was a wee burger van.
That's disgusting.
It did come out in the news, so it wouldn't be hard to find who, why, or what. And no, definitely they went and tried the
2 people. 1. Doesn't matter, we'll talk about that. But no, that there's fucking disgusting. To me,
when this boy told me and I was looking, and then don't get me wrong, after, right, he got a lot of other food people out trying the food. I know his food, and it's very good.
And that's the thing, we've done ones and other people haven't liked them, and we've done ones, but it's all about what you try to. Do you know what I mean? Like,
curry might be nice, but the gravy's stinking,
and not everyone's going to be amazing. We did a place here down in Port Royal, Coco, it was called Coco Street, the best Chinese I've ever had. I've never had a Chinese where everything was unbelievable. Like, I didn't want to put the curry sauce over, the food was that good. Do you know what I mean? It was unbelievable.
You didn't even need the curry.
But for us, it's more of and everyone's going to have their own opinion. I just feel like I don't get shit from anywhere else around. It's only people from Derry that will look and go, look at him, he's getting fucking paid to do that. Whether I get paid or not is nobody's business. But what I'm telling people is, if I do a review and I like it, it's because I like it. I've had to introduce a wee system because we were just doing food and eating it and saying fuck all because we wanted to promote the food. Whereas I was like, no, look, the way we need to work it is we need to have a system. You know, if you're close by, go and try it. If you're half an hour away, go and try it. If you're an hour away, go and try it. If you're 2 hours away, go and try it.
I've seen that now. Pretty fucking smart.
Exactly, because you're not saying, like, not everywhere's going to be amazing. Because, like, for example, there was
a great local, but it wouldn't be a great one to travel for.
Exactly. So, example, we stuck up one and it was good, but it wasn't the best I've ever had for people in that local area because the reviews on it were amazing. And I was going to mine, I was like, it's good, but it's not blowing my mind. Like, and then the reviews on it were unbelievable. And I was going, well, people around here might like it. So we just went up and just says, we didn't say nothing about it. We just ate the food on the review, right? And the amount of phone calls I got about, here, we're going to go up and try this place tonight. And I was like, Jesus, lad, you're fucking an hour away. I wouldn't drive up there for it. And I thought, maybe that's the best way to say it. It kills that grey area. And not everywhere's going to be amazing, but if we like it and it's decent enough, then it goes up.
But you were saying about the comments and stuff like that. Do you read many comments across the board, not just the food reviews of music and all that there? Do you go down that rabbit hole?
I did at the very start. I was heavily replying to comments every single time. Now, I just can't mentally. Whenever you have a mental capacity. So I have a recording studio and I can't deal with it any longer because I'm dealing with somebody else's project. And somebody comes to me with their project and I can't give it my all, then there's no point in me doing it. So with the comments, it's like, I could sit and read them, but then I feel bad not responding because someone took their time of the day to go, well done. Now, the bad ones, you get the bad ones. Now, luckily, when I get a bad one, it'll probably annoy me for about 20 minutes and then I'll be grand. Don't get me wrong, I'll probably think about it maybe an hour down the line. Remember somebody said that. And it's fine. Like, when we're talking about food reviews, like, no pie pizza. They stuck up the video, but the influencer messaged them, I'm looking for things.
Seen that.
Well, there was a Reddit forum. I didn't know this until somebody sent it to me. There was a Reddit forum made, and I was the subject of the matter.
What's Reddit for?
No, like a Reddit online. It's as Darren Kearney would say, it's fucking. He doesn't like it. Like, and to be fair, it's not for me. Like, it's where people go on. They can basically talk about you or anybody behind their back. It's like a tattle life, but not really a tattle.
Oh, right, okay.
But they try and not do that as much. They don't dig into people. They try not to. But there's a select few people that do. So it was just forum made up, and it was all seeing this video. We wonder what Mr. Ram Undercover would think about this. So people then were thinking it was about me, and I was going, but I know Kiefer and I know the boy Paul that's doing the video. So and then there was this massive comment about, I can't even remember what they says, but they were just getting torn on to me about Darren Campbell. Field business, Darren Campbell. What do they know? I'm about to restock me. I'm about to restock and go out again this Christmas. So it's not a field. I sell teak shower benches. But I went through the course for Darren. They learn about it. And I felt like I learned a lot. A lot of people probably got the wrong end of it. And I think what he did was he tried to go too big too quick. He was bringing on people who probably shouldn't have been on the programme, to be honest. And
it's not going to work for everyone. It's going to work for the people who want.
It was big money. It was 6,500 for a programme. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I put the 6,500 in, but I really, like, there was people that were doing products that you wouldn't really go for, in my opinion, or doing a product that you wouldn't change. Whereas, like, I found a niche where a wooden seat that was cheap enough, but you could sell for a higher amount because it was a teak bench, which is teak wood, so it's a premium wood. But I designed it to make it look like nothing else in the market. So whenever you were scrolling through, you'd instantly look and go, fuck, what's that? Then if I had an advert down, you would see it again and go, fuck, I sold 300 units in a month and a half. So I did like 33,000 worth of sales. Now, people online were telling me that my sales were inflated by Darren, but I was dealing with customers that were contacting me going, your seat's broke. So what happened was, because my seat curved like that, when it was shipping, it wasn't packaged well enough. So the supplier fucked me. And the seat was getting pushed out and it was cracking the seat. So I was sending the seat out and somebody was sending it back going, it's broke. Can you send me a replacement? Send them out a replacement order, and that was broke as well. So I lost 2 seats and had to give a refund.
Right, okay.
So a lot of my stock was busted. If I had been on point and everything had been sweet, I would have walked away with a seriously good amount of things. It doesn't work that way.
No.
This time around, I've got a new supplier, new product, better packaging, but I have to put a bit more money on it. And I've just decided, you know what, fuck it, that's going to do it. And if it works, it'll pay off everything that I put on. So, and then I'll go, if I decide to go again, I'll go again. If not, and that's the thing, people, and the whole thing about Darren was everyone was calling him a scammer and this and that. What I learned was good. And to be honest, the proof will be in the pudding for my next one, whether he was inflating my sales or not. But I know that I was talking to people, real customers that were going, my seat's broke, I want a refund. They were leaving comments. I know it's crazy. The seat was that good. It still has 4 stars. It has a few bad reviews.
Even though there was broken ones.
But I think a lot of people genuinely thought that Amazon were breaking them on delivery. Do you know what I mean? So they weren't
It was an eye on you.
You know what I mean? So I was lucky in that sense.
And you made money off this, or did you?
I lost money.
You lost money on that one.
But the only saving grace is if I lost money and it didn't sell, then you wouldn't be going again. But I sold out in every product.
Right, okay.
So what my problem was, I had to then take the price down, which means I lost profit. But I still had enough there to place the second order, and I still have enough there to get me shipping. I just need to put an wee bit more on.
So you're playing with the same money, more or less, anyway.
Playing a wee bit with the same money, and I got a refund from which I was told I wasn't getting from the start. That's another thing. Fucked me over big time. Like, they should have been on the point and went to the supplier, because the supplier told me my packaging was sufficient, and it wasn't. So who's that fall? It doesn't fall fucking me, does it?
No.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like you, if you're working and giving food over to the restaurant, and the restaurant, it arrives, say
restaurant quality and giving them tip shop quality.
If you're just getting shit quality, it comes from the supplier. It doesn't come from the person.
Right.
You know what I mean? Exactly. So, it didn't work out, but I got a wee bit of a touch on that Reddit forum about that, and things like I never signed a record deal, which I don't know where anybody would ever think. I've got a contract, my emails like it's.
Is that something you'll keep forever? I suppose it's a nice keepsake, but
it is cool. It's nice. The thing is, again, I'm not focused on the past. I'm focused on the future.
And what is for the future? And what is Jennifer Jordan now? What is next?
Have I told you my dreams? You'd shit yourself.
Go for it.
No,
go for it.
It's not for anybody else, because I think.
All right, okay. This is your right. Okay.
I think if you put them, no, don't get me wrong. I would tell certain people, but not the same. I'll tell you when we come off here.
No, I get what you mean.
No, it's fucky folly. No, but what I mean is, I think sometimes whenever you take your dreams, I believe very much in the law of attraction.
Mm-hmm.
And if I tell you something and I put part of me in your hands, and you take it in a negative way, so if I put this out here and somebody's watching negative, it probably hates me, because there is somebody out there that does not like me for the Reddit forum and the comments I'm getting on everything. So they obviously.
Are you being trolled, do you reckon? Do you have a troll? How many do you have?
Hopefully
it's all the one.
Hopefully it's all. No, I don't care. That's part and parcel of it.
But how would you deal with trolls? I know you can block the likes of.
I just block everybody. I block everybody.
If you don't like them, block them.
Just block them. Funny enough, Colin stuck up my video the other day about the song Revival we're putting out, and he got a bit of hate because he had slabbered about Zach Bryan on it. But he got a good amount of likes on the video, but he was getting a couple of bad comments and a load of like on the comments. I just fucking block him. The whole point of social media is you to put it. I learned something, and it's cracker. If you're not pissing people off, you're doing it wrong. Do you know what I mean? So I'll do a video, and I'll do one of me singing on Grafton Street, and I'll get people to be like, class, and then I'll get one comment, he's fucking shouting and roaring, he sounds shite. Oh great, you're blocked, because why would I want you on my platform?
My favourite saying of all time is, your opinion on me is none of my business.
Exactly.
Love it.
That's actually
your opinion on me is
100%. And not everyone's going to like me, and I know that. And the more and more this gets bigger and bigger and bigger, I'm going to have more people that's going to probably not like me even more. But the whole point of it for me is stick that out there. And if you get the one bad comment, well, you're getting blocked, because I don't need you on my platform. And some people will keep them there for engagement. For me, I'm all about building a positive audience, not a negative. And sometimes whenever you stick up the negative videos, that's where you get the negativity coming. And you just draw more negativity to your life, whereas I want to be positive about it. I want to have a positive outlook. And that's what it's about for me.
Great way to end it, I think. It's amazing. Excellent.
Legend.
Well done.
Thank you, brother.
Great meeting you.
You too.